This is the White House. How may I help you?
Yes, I'd like to speak to President Obama, please.
Unfortunately, President Obama is unavailable right now. But if you have any questions or concerns, I will be able to help you.
Well, I'd like to speak to the President about getting a law passed to keep jobs here in America and to create some new ones. I've been out of work now for over a year.
I just want to tell you, President Obama is working very, very hard to make sure that you are employed, sir. But unfortunately, you are talking to the wrong person. You must contact your local congressman or senate because they have the power to make law. But Obama appreciates your concern and asks you to vote for him next election. Would you like the number to your local congressman or senator so that you can call?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to my senator, please.
Okay, what state do you currently reside in, sir?
Vermont.
Vermont. Well, now, okay, let me see here. I have 2 senators listed. Would you like to speak to Mr. Sanders?
Yes, please.
Okay, here is the number. It's 202-438-1721.
1721? Wait a minute, that's your number.
Exactly. This is Mr. Sanders' office. How may I help you? If you have any questions or concerns, I will be able to help to address them for you.
Wait, is this the White House or Mr. Sanders' office?
This is also the White House and Mr. Sanders' office at the same time. So if you have a question or concern, I will be able to help you.
Well, since I can't speak to the President, let me speak to Mr. Sanders, please. This is ridiculous.
Unfortunately, Mr. Sanders is unavailable right now. But if you have any questions or concern, you may go over to their website and make a small contribution to help Senator Sanders win his next re-election. And then maybe he may be able to listen or to address your concern.
How can I make a contribution? I've been out of work for over a year. I can barely pay my bills as it is, and I can't go to a website. I don't have a computer.
Unfortunately, sir, I will not be able to help you at this time. We do take Visa or MasterCard if you do want to donate to Senator Sanders' campaign.
You don't even take Discover or American Express. What the heck is going on
Unfortunately,
here?
we do not take Discover card. But you can go to our website and mail check to Senator Sanders if you please.
So I can't even get a voicemail from my senator, let alone speak to him.
Unfortunately,
This is it. It's just you or the web.
Unfortunately, sir, all I can say is if you go to Senator Sanders' website, it will list exactly when his public speakings are. And if you go and make a small contribution, or if you make large contribution, Senator Sanders, I'm sure, would be able to listen and to address your concern. But if you are not willing to make a payment to his campaign, unfortunately, Senator Sanders would not be able to do anything to help you out.
You know what? Forget this. Can you transfer me over to Senator Jim Douglas's office, please? I'll speak to a Republican. Maybe they'll get something done.
I will be happy to transfer you over to Senator Jim Douglas's office. But first, before I transfer you over, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my customer service?
Listen, this is not the best time to ask me. Just transfer me over, please. I really don't have time for this.
Unfortunately, sir, I understand that you're frustrated, but if you could please, I am obligated that I ask you to rate my service. On a scale to 1 to 10, what would you give me?
I wouldn't give you the right time of day. Just transfer me
Thank
already.
you very much, sir.
Do you have trouble getting a loan, paying for college, and feel that things will only get worse, not better? Well, have no fear, because what you need is a Barack Obama. Barack Obama will eliminate those pesky foreclosures. He'll get you a job.
Hello, Senator Jim Douglas's office.
Wait, you sound really... You're the same guy from the White House and from Bernie Sanders, aren't you? I don't believe this.
I'm sorry, sir, but I will be able to help you. I am representing Senator Jim Douglas's office. If you have any questions and concerns, I will be happy to help you. Senator Jim Douglas wants you to know that the tax and spend Democrats have put this economy down into the ground. And if you want to get business back into government and to make sure that you are employed and that you can afford health care, please vote for Senator Jim Douglas in the next coming election. Or if you want to make a small contribution of $5 or as much as $150, you can make your contribution here on the phone, Visa or MasterCard.
Look, I don't want to make any contribution to anybody. I want somebody to make a contribution to me and my country. Let's get the jobs back here. I'm unemployed. I wish I had $5 to give Jim Douglas.
Jim Douglas would love to get your job back, and Unfortunately, Jim Douglas is not here, but what I can tell you is that Jim Douglas is fighting to stop the tax and spend Democrats from ruining this country and to limit the size of government. That is what Jim Douglas wants to do. And if you want to make a small contribution to help Jim Douglas and the Republican Party, you can make that contribution over here over the phone. But unfortunately, if you are not willing to make contribution here on the phone, Jim Douglas will not be able to address any concerns.
Listen, I'm tired of these sound bites. Let me speak. There's got to be somebody else there besides you.
If you want to speak to my supervisor, you can.
Please, put your supervisor on. This is ridiculous.
Hi, this is the White House phone supervisor.
Wait a minute. You're the same guy that runs the White House, both my senator's offices, and your
This is the White House phone supervisor, sir. How may I help you? I understand that you had a problem with one of our phone operators. Now, what is your concern?
My concern is you're it. I can't get in touch with my own government. I'm paying all these taxes, and I don't have a
sir,
job.
we are representing the government right now, and if you do not want to make contribution, no senator or official will ever speak to you. That is the way it is now. Unfortunately, that is the way it is. And the only thing I can do, sir, is address your concern and send that up. But unless you are willing to make contribution, we will not be able to do anything for you at this
Listen,
time.
I've just about had it with this. Where are you located? I'm going to, I don't have money for gas, but I'm going to hitchhike down to Washington.
Unfortunately,
I'm going to come to your office. Where are you?
Unfortunately, sir, we cannot disclose our location right now. But I assure you, we are in direct contact with your officials, and we have noted your concern. But without contribution or donation, it may not go any further than this.
Look, all right, how much do I have to pay to actually speak to one of my government representatives? Who can I make a contribution to and actually speak to somebody other than you, right?
If you want to support your government, if you make a small donation of $5, that will give you an email. If you want to make a donation of $150, that will give you a personal phone call by one of the representatives that you made a contribution to.
There's nothing in between. The email doesn't do me any good because I don't have a computer. Because, again, I don't have a goddamn job.
If you contribute $5, I will send your concern directly to the senator. And he may respond or he may not, but at least that will get in his inbox. If you make a contribution of $150, he will get the personal email from this call center to ask that he call you and address your concern directly. One of his aides, maybe one of his aides or his secretary will give you a call and thank you for the contribution. But if you are not willing to make contribution, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for you at this time.
So I can't contribute like $10 and maybe speak to a secretary.
If you contribute $10, that will get you an email. Unfortunately, it will not get you to the secretary. We do take Visa or MasterCard, sir. And if you want to contribute to Jim Douglas's office, he will be very pleased. And this time, we can get rid of the tax and spend Democrats. He wants you to know that.
Oh, again with the sound bites. And all I have is a Discover card. Listen, there's got to be a common ground here. What can we do? How much you want? $25? Let me speak to anybody but you. Let me speak to a cleaner there.
You can mail a payment to this office if you like. And then once payment is received, we will send you that email. Let me ask you, sir, where do you currently reside?
I told you, Vermont, United States of America.
Unfortunately, sir, we do not take United States dollars. We only take euros.
Oh, give me a break.